Mark Twain, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Chapter 2. Saturday morning came, and the summer world was bright and fresh and full of life. There was a song in every heart, there was happiness in every face. Cardiff Hill was covered with green grass and leaves, and it seemed a wonderful place. Tom appeared in the street with a bucket of white paint and a long-handled brush. He looked at the fence and all happiness left him. 30 yards of boat fence 9 feet high. Life to him seemed very hard. Tom sighed and started to whitewash that fence. In a minute he looked at the result of his work. The white strap was very small, but the other part of the fence was very long. At last he sat down on a tree box unhappy. Jim, his aunt's small Negro boy, ran out of the gate with a bucket singing a song. Tom had always hated to bring water from the town pump, but now he thought it was not a bad idea. He asked Jim to paint the fence for a white marble, but he didn't agree. So Tom promised him to show his sore toe, and Jim even bent down to look at it. But in another moment he was running along the street with a bucket in his hand. Tom was energetically painting the fence, and Aunt Polly returned home with a shoe in her hand. But Tom didn't work long and started thinking about the fun he planned for that day. Soon he thought that all his friends would have fun on him for having to work. In a moment he got an idea. He took his brush and started to work. Ben Rogers appeared. He was eating an apple. Tom continued painting the fence. Ben watched Tom for a moment and said, "I'm going to swim today." "You can't swim because you're working." "What do you call work?" said Tom. "Isn't this work?" answered Ben. "No, all I know that Tom Sawyer likes it." "Let me paint the fence," Ben asked. "No," Tom answered. "Aunt Polly asked me because I'm the best painter." Then Ben said, "I'm a good painter too." "Please, Tom, can I paint? I have an apple. Do you want it?" "Okay," Tom said. "Give me the apple. Then you can paint." Ben started to paint the fence. Later, all Tom's friends came to his house. They watched Ben and they wanted to paint too. Every boy gives Tom something for painting the fence. Tom stayed in the yard and the boys painted. They painted the fence 3 times. It was beautiful and white. Tom's pocket was full of treasures. In the afternoon, Tom said to himself that life was not so hard after all.